Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jody Vandermeer. I'm one of the registered dietitians with Nutrition by Meyer. Really excited to have everyone here today with a new product that we actually just started to carry. This is Fruit Haven. It is a brand from a parent company called Cherry Central, and this is local to Michigan. So really excited to show you some cherry recipes that are very fruit and cherry forward and taste very delicious. They also are quick and easy to make. So you could make all of these, within a 30-minute to an hour lunch break. So we will get started just to give you a little bit of background on Fruit Haven. So Cherry Central, the parent company, is a farmer-owned cooperative, and it mainly, when it first started, focused on cherries and plums. And this was created by 5 small family farms in Michigan. So this is local to Traverse City. Um, Now there's over 100 family farms in the cooperative. There's growing all throughout the country. And then they all package and sell out of the Fruit Haven name. So really excited to share this new brand. It's going to be a good couple recipes here that we're going to make. So we are going to start with our sour cherry yogurt bar. What I like about this is that it's a dessert. I love sweet treats. I think that there's definitely a place in our diet for those. But the base of it is vanilla Greek yogurt. So you're going to get a little bit of protein when you're eating this sweet treat. So it's going to be about 2 cups. I think I have about 2 cups in here. 2 cups of Greek yogurt. I also like Greek yogurt because not only because of the protein, but the thickness that it has versus regular yogurt. And this recipe only has 3 ingredients, so does not take a lot of time to make. The longest part is that you just have to freeze it. So I will get this in here. Set that aside. Now I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Next, I'm going to add some honey. You can measure with your heart here. This is just going to add a little bit of sweetness. I think the recipe says 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to put a little bit in here. The vanilla in the Greek yogurt already gives it some sweetness, and then you'll get a little bit of the tart and sweet from the sour berries that we're going to be adding. So a little drizzle in. And then we are going to use the sour berries from the Fruit Haven brand. They are the tart cherries and cranberries. And what I love about these is that you get a 1/2 cup serving with each little packet. So that counts as a fruit serving. These are they're sour, like sour candy. So I think they're a good replacement if you have that sour or sour tooth, like a sweet tooth, but you like sour. These are a great replacement. So I'm going to open these up and I'll show you too that they come in these little packs. So they're already prepackaged for you. What a great way to, if you want a sweet treat later or sour treat later, throw it in your diaper bag, throw it in your lunch pail, have, package in the car for your commute to work or wherever you may be going. So these are really delicious. I'm going to add probably 3 bags of these. There we go. And you can smell that they are sour. Got some good flavor. And mix it up. That's it. The last thing you'll want to do is line a cookie sheet with parchment paper so that this doesn't stick to the cookie sheet, and pop it in the freezer for about 3 to 4 hours. So I made some of these earlier today and they're ready by lunchtime. So if this was something you're like, ooh, I'd like to indulge in an after dinner sweet treat snack, this would be a great thing if you wanted to make it at lunch or during lunch or even before the workday. You would be able to eat it at dinner time or after. I'm just going to put this on here. and just spread it out. And this is just like any other bark you would make. Once it's frozen, you can break it apart. So that's what it looks like. It's got those sour berries in there. I'll move this aside. And then throw it into the final product. So I already made a batch of these this morning and broke them. And they come out in little pieces like this. As they sit out, they do get a little melty. So if you're not going to eat it right away, I suggest keeping it in the freezer because they are like a yogurt based bar. So recipe number 1, quick and easy, but a fun, sweet treat. All right, our second recipe that we are going to make is a cherry balsamic vinaigrette. Before we get into that, I kind of want to talk about a few of the health benefits that cherries provide us. So the cherries that are used in all of the products here are tart cherries. They contain melatonin, which we know can play a role in our sleep. So melatonin may help improve our sleep with the quality and the duration. So that's great for our bodies. So consuming those cherries is going to be very helpful for sleep. In addition, as you can see here on the tart cherry juice, it says recover. There's been a lot of research and studies on cherry juice and muscle recovery. So many of these studies are suggesting if you drink the tart cherry juice, it could speed up that muscle recovery and reduce inflammation or the markers of inflammation in the body after endurance exercise. So this is a really good opportunity and option if you wanted to try it, if you have, a marathon you're running or you're training for any races or cycling events, things like that, where you have long exercise time. This could be a good option for muscle recovery. And it tastes sweet. So it's also a nice hydration drink as well. The third thing, health benefit wise, is tart cherries are great for our cardiovascular system. So they're packed with anti-inflammatory antioxidants and potassium, which helps with blood pressure regulation. So eating a cherry forward diet may help with blood pressure recommendation or blood pressure and helping bring it back to normal levels. And then the final thing is that it's great for gut health. So we know that cherries contain fiber. Fiber helps with fullness. It also helps with bowel regularity. And then cherries also contain polyphenols. And what a polyphenol is with the cherry essentially is a prebiotic. So there's prebiotics, probiotics. What's the difference? Prebiotics feed our probiotics. Our probiotics are in our gut, and we want those to be healthy. That helps with our gut health. So we want to make sure we feed them so that we can have a healthy gut. And that is found in tart cherries. So many health benefits that you can get out of, consuming more cherries. And, even if you're drinking the tart cherry juice, I like that there's no added sugar. It's just the juice. That's it. So there's a lot of health benefits and a lot of research around cherries, which makes it a great thing to push in our diets. So the cherry balsamic vinaigrette is going to start with using the cherry juice as its base. I'm going to put a 1/3 cup of that here in my shaker. And then every dressing is always going to have some sort of oil base. And I'll answer that question right now. So these products are in majority of the stores. They're in right now, there's local end caps in stores. And so you'll see a lot of the local products on these end caps. And so this is where you would find these products. They're local from Traverse City. Thank you for that question. So I was saying that dressings always have a acid and an oil in it. So for this one, our acid is going to be the balsamic vinegar, and then the oil is going to be an olive oil. So we have 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. This has become a staple in our house. If you haven't tried the Fredericks by Meyer balsamic vinegar, go try it. It is delicious. So let me get this. And there's one. This also is a sweeter dressing. So if you don't like the dressing as sweet and would prefer more of like an acidic dressing or tangier, there is a little bit of sugar in this. So you could omit that sugar and it would taste less sweet. All right, so we've got our acid with the balsamic vinegar, and then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You could do avocado oil too, either one is fine. Just kind of want a neutral oil. Okay. Then I already measured out some sugar. This is about a tablespoon, but if it's too sweet, cut back. That looks good to me. And then this has onion powder in it as well. You could use garlic powder. I think that would taste great. You could use onion and garlic powder together. And this has a 1/4 teaspoon. You could also put fresh garlic in here if you wanted. That would taste good. And then the final thing is Dijon mustard. So put a little bit here at the bottom. Oops, making a little mess. This says about a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just going to eyeball it. Looks good. And then going to shake it up. Easy. So this is gonna, if you're making salads for the work week, this is probably gonna be enough for multiple salads. If you're making one big salad that you're bringing to a party or making it for a family dinner, something like that, this would be plenty for that one big salad. It will stay good in an airtight container for about a week in the refrigerator. Sometimes you might notice that there is a separation of that oil and vinegar, and the oil might solidify on the top. That's totally fine. All you have to do is make sure you pull it out, bring it back to room temperature, and it'll easily just get reincorporated back into your salad dressing. So we can't have a dressing without something to put on or put it on. So I made a delicious salad. In here, I have romaine, cucumbers, carrots, avocados. I put some Parmesan cheese. And I absolutely love salads. They are one of my favorite things because there is a variety of different greens you can make as your base. So many fruits and vegetables you can add to your salads. And it's just a good way to get so many nutrients in one sitting, one meal. So I'm going to pour the vinaigrette over the dressing here, or sorry, the vinaigrette over the salad. And one thing I wanted to add too, because I thought this might be fun, are the dried cherries from Fruit Haven. These make not only a great snack, like I talked about with the sour berries, but a great cherry salad topper using the cherries. I'm gonna mix these in. And then you have a very cherry forward salad. I'm gonna dump that on and I'll toss it. And I think that could even get probably 2 to 3 servings out of this for a big salad like this, depending on how dressed you like your salad. There we go. This could be easily, obviously a side for any meal, but easily be your main too for any meal prepping that you're doing. I would just suggest adding a protein to it, whether it be chicken, hard-boiled eggs, chickpeas, tofu. Any of those are great options and lean options to add to this to help with feeling fuller longer, that protein is going to help with that fiber in the salad and in the cherries. So I think it's a great option for a side or the main meal. And we'll put our main meal all together here in just a second. Third recipe is our cherry chicken salad. So same thing here, like the dressing, it's going to stay good for a few days. You can use it in a couple different salads. The chicken salad will stay good too for a few days, but also could be used for meal prepping throughout the week as well. So we're going to start for the cherry chicken salad with shredded chicken. If you have not seen this in stores, go buy it. It's so easy. It's the savory shredded chicken breast. This is in like the produce deli area, and it's already pre-cooked chicken, already shredded. So it kind of takes away all of the work that you have to do on that end to, you can just throw it all into the bowl and make your chicken salad. All right. I'm going to put all of this into my bowl. All right. I am going to use the Fruit Haven dried cherries. Add a half cup. We'll add 2, and once we mix, we can always add more. You can always add more things to recipes, rather start with less. Half cup of diced celery. So I just bought the diced celery. We don't eat a lot of celery at our household, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't wasting food and I was going to get through all of my celery. So I know I'll use this in soups and stews too. Alrighty. And then we need half of a Honeycrisp apple and half of a sweet onion. So this is one of my favorite utensils that we got maybe a year ago at our house, and it's one of the choppers. So if you have a lot of vegetables to chop, it is a great option. And then you can open it up, pour it into your container so that you have all of your vegetables chopped for the week. So I need half of this sweet onion here. And I like in this cherry chicken salad that there's a lot of vegetables and fruits in it, so you're gonna get extra fiber. All right. I'm gonna put that in my little chopper here. Push down. Should chop it. There we go. So that is chopped. And then we need half of a Honeycrisp apple. We'll start with this much. This is a pretty big apple. I'm gonna Here's that. And I'll do this other half here. So this is going to add fiber, also sweetness. Feel free to use what other types of apples that you might enjoy, like a Granny Smith would add more tart flavor, but also would taste great in the recipe. All right, so I've got my onion chopped up. I've got my apple chopped up. I'm going to throw that in my bowl here. And then for a little crunch, I'm going to add some chopped walnuts. You could do pistachios, you could do almond, shredded almonds, whatever kind of nuts you like. Adds a good healthy fat of omega-3s. And then I'm doing a mix of the plain Greek yogurt and some mayonnaise. You can use all Greek yogurt if you want. You can use all mayonnaise if you'd like. It's kind of up to you and your preference. I like the Greek yogurt half and half option because you're getting more protein with the plain Greek yogurt. So I'm going to measure this out. And I feel like with mayonnaise and the Greek yogurt and then putting it in here. You can eyeball it, but I always feel like I either need more or less. So I'm going to start with this and I can always add more. I'm going to grab another spatula here. Okay. It's good. Perfect. All right, I'm going to mix that in. And I think with chicken salads or any types of like dressing salads, it's a personal preference, right? Do you like it to be on, the drier side with not as much dressing? Do you like it to be more creamy with more of the mayonnaise, more of the Greek yogurt? I can already tell that I think I'm going to probably add maybe a little bit more just based on my palate and what we enjoy at our household. The other thing I was going to say about these little packets here of the cherries is that I feel really good about giving them to my toddler as a dessert or like a treat or a snack because I know he's getting a fruit serving out of it. So that makes me feel like it's a win from being a parent. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more Greek yogurt. Perfect. All right, this is looking good. It's mixing up well to a good consistency of where you can put it in whatever vessel you might be using to eat it on. So I am going to be putting this in a whole wheat pita pocket. I think it would also be great in a whole wheat tortilla. You could eat it on its own. You could eat it with tortilla chips if you wanted. You could put it on a croissant. I like with the whole wheat though, we're getting another burst of fiber within this whole wheat pita. I'm gonna cut it open and I'll pop some of this chicken salad in there. So you're gonna get a good crunch with all of the vegetables, some sweetness from those dried Fruit Haven cherries, and an easy lunch or dinner that you can make for your family. It would be a easy meal prep too for the week. So here's one pita pocket. I'm gonna fill the other one up. And I think if we put all three of our recipes together, we could create a pretty well-balanced plate here. Okay, that looks great. So we got our pita pocket. That's over here so we can see. We've got our cherry vinaigrette salad. And I think I'm creating my lunch right now. And then for a sweet treat, I'm going to add one of these cherry yogurt bars. And there we go. All three of our Fruit Haven cherry recipes. Creates a pretty well-balanced meal too. So go ahead, check out your local Meijer. They should have the Fruit Haven at the end cap in your local section. But also just to, excuse me, let everyone know we have a lot of free opportunities coming up in the next couple months. with more cooking demos. February, I think we have a cooking demo every single week. We also have free mini sessions going on right now where you can meet with one of the Meijer dietitians virtually to talk about any of your nutrition concerns. Those are 20-minute sessions. They are sponsored. We have those going on in January, February, and March. So great opportunity that if you need some accountability, the dietitian can help you for sure. So we really look forward to all of those things coming up, and excited to help you on your health journey. Thanks everyone for showing up, and I hope you have a great day. I think I see there might be another question.